Did you see me sneak in from the side?
Yeah, I saw
hey. And that's how we start the show. Thursday night at 9 p.m. on the East Coast in the time zone. I think, man,
the best coast.
Camera, there we go. Now I'm kind of in line.
We're still figuring out things, folks. If you haven't figured it out yet, we're pros.
Oh, what? Yeah. What he said.
Yeah.
All right, we got some chat going on. So let's say hi to some people, then we'll do introductions, and then we'll dive into whatever we're going to do this week. Oh, we got a couple announcements. We got all kind of cool things happening right now. I feel like I keep kind of creeping off to the edge. I've got to get my chair in the right place here.
Jeff's on a hill.
Okay. First and foremost. Oh, let me get back to it. Man, too many new comments came in. Mystic Guns stopped by just to say boo.
Boo to you too, Mystic.
I would like to honor that comment
with.
Man, I don't even know if I want to say this. I'm going to say it. Suck it, Stacy. All right, there we go. That's how we start the show this week. With a little bit of aggressiveness. See, now I feel bad about that because I didn't really mean it.
Too late. It's out there. It's on the interwebs. Everybody knows.
Late starting. I don't know what that means because he posted that early. The Gun Snob apparently posting things while driving because isn't he on the road?
I don't know.
From Oklahoma.
I know he's headed that way.
Yeah. He's probably all over the place because that boy can't even drive straight. But he did do our prescribed 3 yo's in a row. Although he did them in separate windows.
You take them as a long pause, like yo.
Oh, okay. Hold on. There's one. There's 2. I understand why you said to do it this way, but it seems boring to me.
It does. That took way too long.
We're not going to do it that long.
You got to be more efficient, buddy.
G23 saying hi to the Gun Snob. Who says hi to G23? See? Not gripping content so far this evening.
Rich, what's up with that?
So sorry you put up with Snobby. Okay, I think that was a fair comment. The best coast is the West Coast.
It's not what I've heard.
Yeah. All right. So
if you like infringement and water bans and taxes and insane gun laws, it's great.
Yeah.
See.
Or the west coast of Florida is underwater right now, so it's like I
feel like I should make a short bus comment, but that would be unfair to the people who actually ride the short bus.
I think you might have hurt her feelings.
Like she has feelings. Come on. She's married to the Gun Snob. How much feelings could she actually have left after that?
She could have feelings just because she needs glasses. I mean, it doesn't mean anything.
Ouch. Who's the guy in the middle? Man.
Oh, there you go. He's trying to kiss your butt now.
Round. In the corner crying. All right. Yeah.
He's sorry. He's sorry, Mystic Island. I wasn't going to say that.
Yeah, you get what you get. It's brutal in the comments. All right. We're almost done with the comments, and we're going to go through our introductions. I'm adding comments to help with the algorithm. Who's the guy? Who's it? Armed Scholar? Is that his channel that always says something about the algorithms and it adds fuel to his jet? I don't know. He talks so fast I can't hardly understand what he says anyway. Oh, another one came in. Oregon is free. All right. Well, that somewhat, unless you're in one of the places that's been overrun by anti-fascists who are acting very fascist.
They're super free. They can do whatever they want.
The Gun Snob is mad at me. I can live with that. Okay.
Damn.
Just not even that mean.
Just making friends today.
I do kind of feel bad. I feel like I overdid that.
I don't know. I mean, it was a little harsh, but
it was a little harsh.
I think we're okay.
I gotta be nice to people.
Love you, Stace. Love you, Stace. We got you.
See, TJ loves you.
I got you.
And
Crystal loves you too.
So, yeah. Ozzy is here. All right. We got a bunch of people out in the chat. We really appreciate everyone being here. And keep it in mind that this is a participatory program. It gets really boring and dull if people don't comment. although it won't today, because we have had a surprise guest. Let's see. Oh, I see. Snob's mad because I'm not going to be at the range day. There is still an off chance that I'll end up there Saturday. I shouldn't even say that because I got to get my taxes done and I keep putting it off.
Or we won't see Jeff anymore. Be back to TJ's happy hour.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be it. All right, so the introductions. Hi, I'm Jeff. I'll be your tour guide this evening. That guy is Florida Man.
Yep.
And
the original.
Really? How are you doing?
Doing fine, man. I we had a bunch of wind, a bunch of rain. I'm over here on the East Coast, the better coast. So we West Coast got just destroyed. And then Orlando, a little flooded. And by the time I got here, it was like we were outside today, wandering around with our Bloody Marys. And
so the people that don't know, I'll post TJ's address in the comments. Or no, he's on the East Coast, the east directly.
We're on the island. I'm on the barrier island,
roughly due east from Orlando. So the main part of the storm went just barely north of him.
The eye went right over us. It went right over us. We're outside, it's awfully calm out.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to pass.
Then it got windy again.
I'm going to pass this question to our special guest, Kevin, so you can introduce yourself and then you can answer the question that Flying Rich asked.
I definitely can. Hi, my name's Kevin. I'm with GSL Technology Suppressors. And this range day they're talking about is the Iraq Veteran 8888 range day. And it's a media day, right? It's a media event where a lot of YouTubers and vendors and, partners in the industry get together, and it's not open to the general public, right? But it's a really cool event that we are recording content in and just creating a really cool environment. This year's the 10th annual one, so I'm thinking it's going to be pretty big. Right, we're going to be doing it really big. I'm bringing enough weapons and ammunition to occupy Panama. So
wow,
nice.
It should be exciting fun.
Excellent. Yeah, and I pretty much canceled my trip on Monday when we were looking at all the models, and there's no way that the hurricane is not going to be directly over the event. And I said, you know what, I've seen what happens at that range. That we've actually been asked not to even say where it is, but so I'm not going to name the range, but I've seen what happens when you get a lot of rain. I don't want to deal with that. There's no reason to drive right into the path of the storm. Once I committed to that and I put off some things that I have to get done by the end of the weekend, once I did that, then the storm completely took an eastward hook, and it's going to miss the whole state where this is being held completely. So I'm like, oh, come on. I completely screwed that up. So
I think it's going to be fine.
It's going to be.
I live in Augusta, Georgia. Right. And so I've been through maybe 6 hurricanes now. Right. One time, one of our lawn chairs fell over. It was chaos.
Yeah.
But we can rebuild.
You were able to rebuild. That's awesome.
Right. And
yeah,
so
for the record, Flying Rich, TJ lives near NASA.
Pretty close.
Nice.
I'm not saying he's been banned from the property there, because I would never.
I've got 2 more years left, and then I'm good.
Oh, right.
It was a temporary ban.
Yeah. So I was not going to go to that event because I don't want to drive right into a hurricane, and now it's probably going to be overcast and a little bit of rainy, but it's not going to be a problem. And
Jeff was gonna pick me up on the way, and I was flying in, and my flight ended up getting canceled, and I was like, well, okay, that sucks. So then they rescheduled it for that evening, and I'm like, that's not gonna work.
That's really when I bailed on it, is when your flight was canceled. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna I'm not even going to mess with it. All right. Why is that showing 2? Okay. So, man, we got lots of comments coming in. Flying Rich, dude, just you go as part of the Gear Report team, or I can make a referral for you if you would like an invitation to that event. That can be arranged. That's one way or another. You can get to that event if you'd like to go.
You can pick me up on the way.
Gary, same thing. What's Gary talking about? Gary knows he could have ridden with Snob and been at the event right now.
I know.
Tomorrow he could be there.
Rich can grab me on the way.
You already know you could have made it to the event if you wanted to.
Nope, gotta.
Now you know why TJ didn't get invited to the range day. TJ was invited to the range day. Let's see. Crystal with the requisite number of years. Good job. I am going to prescribe a good game for you, Crystal. All right. I'm leaving in a few hours. Oh, he's going later than I expected.
Driving at night.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
Yeah, it's going to suck for her. I'm stuck here all weekend.
All right. I am. Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh, now Rich is flexing.
He's got Eric Sell.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Eric Sell is not as hard to get as you might think. I say that because I have Eric Sell. If he'll give it to me, he'll give it to anyone. So,
yeah,
traffic at night, that makes sense. Not till
well, then he should have got the invite.
Yeah, I think he was playing with us, saying, "Hadn't Rich been to this before? Didn't he come like a year or two ago?" I thought I saw Rich there. I know we saw him at SHOT Show when he sat beside TJ.
Jeff's hurt now. He's all butthurt again.
We saw Rich at the Iraq Veteran event a couple 2 years ago or something.
I mean, I saw him at SHOT Show. Apparently, he didn't see you at SHOT Show. So it's
I know.
fine.
I know. Sometimes all you can do is sit beside someone for a half hour and converse with them. Yeah, I'm not bitter though, so that's okay. Kevin took us up on. All right, sorry. I saw one that I had to call out here. Rich ignored me at SHOT. Brother, I'm with you. Rich is developing a reputation for ignoring people. Yeah. So that's what I thought. I thought I had seen him there before. Okay. It's all becoming clear now.
There
so,
you go.
Who knows?
Now that we've cleared it up.
If I can buckle down tomorrow and get all my tax stuff done and over to the accountant, maybe I can get up early Saturday and drive down. And
I think it'd be worth it in the Prius. Bring your camping.
Prius, man.
I'm not knocking the Prius, dude. Gas prices are still pricey.
I've got a tent that actually attaches to the hatchback, so you open it and it becomes like a hatchback tent. And I may do that because people love the singular of Priuses. So what we do when we have a brand or a brand representative on the show to talk about their brand, we will sometimes offer, if we so choose, if they pass the test, we will offer to include them on future invitations to this show. And that is how Kevin made it here today. He is on that
open invite.
He is in the rarefied air of the list of people who gets an invitation pretty much every week. So was there anything specific that you wanted to talk about? You have any new brand stuff that's happening, or just like, oh, I got a few minutes to kill and I got an invite?
Yeah. These emails, they pop up every week.
I know.
Yeah.
You're like
all 300 people.
Yeah.
I was excited to kind of reconnect with you. I figured I'd be seeing you, televising from your tent and your Humvee, right?
Mm.
Set up there, like always.
Yeah.
But it'll be exciting. I'm stoked for the event. It's actually the beginning of a major couple weeks for me, because after IV88, I'm headed west and I'm going to eventually make it to TriggerCon in Kansas. That's the next weekend, and so I'm driving from the range day through, Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, up through Oklahoma and into Kansas.
Oh, you get the scenic tour. That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm stopping. I'm going to meet with a couple FFLs, along the way, make some new dealer relationships, and sling some suppressors.
Nice. You going to CanCon after that, or Suppress Fest?
I'm going to Suppress Fest. Right.
I'll see you there.
Down in Florida. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be there at Suppress Fest.
Yeah. We've got a booth there. We've got a couple reviews that we've done on the NFA review channel on the Phoenix and some of our 22 suppressors.
Yeah.
So
we'll be there. Channel?
Yeah, it's Adam. He does a good job.
Yeah.
Yep. He should be up there.
TriggerCon isn't the one that that Rainier, that their group puts on, is it?
It is.
Oh, see, they're on my shit list right now because they gave over a bunch of customer information to the ATF. And that's a no-no. I have no respect for that. So as a brand, they're dead to me.
Jeff's like, damn it.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. They used to be in Washington State. That's what I was thinking.
This is the first year they've ever had it in Kansas.
Yeah.
It's a good thing because I wouldn't have drove to Washington.
I will be interested to hear if anyone confronts them and calls them out on this, because they came on what's his name, the head of Rainier did a video where he talked about why they gave over the information, and he basically said, well, my attorney said we were going to have to anyway. I'm like, but that's what they do. They can tell you whatever they want, but do you really have to?
Right.
No, you don't. And
was this regarding the
force reset triggers or something? But okay. I'm like, you know what? You're selling something that was legal at the time you sold it. They don't have any reason to, any justification, I think, to bully them into giving up their customer information. If they do, they're just being little bitches, in my opinion. And, they're dead to me. So feel free to confront them on that while on camera. We can broadcast it if you like, but that's up to you.
Just like, oh, live shoot. It's fine.
I'd call the dude out in person if I was there, because that stuff really pisses me off. And yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were going to go up to CanCon or Suppress Fest because they're the same freaking weekend.
Yeah. And CanCon was called Suppressed Fest.
It was Suppressor Fest.
Suppressor Fest.
Because I saw that came up and I was like, Adam, did you change the name? And he's like, no.
Right.
We're contacting them. I was like,
I
think so.
Same thing.
There'd be a lot of mix-ups going on right now.
Yeah, I said the same thing. I think Adam was a little bit upset about it.
Well, he called him out.
Yeah.
He's like, it's crazy how you guys came up with the name, and this is my 5th event. Of Suppress Fest, so
right, and then held it on the exact same weekend.
Which,
if they'd have pushed it one weekend to the right, then we
could have done both of them.
We could have done both.
Both of them, yeah.
I'd have done both.
a lot of companies would too, because it's if you come down to Florida, usually it's on the way back up for most people.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But yes, TriggerCon is definitely going to be in the middle of nowhere, Kansas. It's at a hunting lodge at Flint Oak Hunting Lodge outside of Wichita, Kansas. So
get some wide open pictures of where it's at and what's going on. Probably nothing, just land.
Mm-hmm.
You go past the cornfield, make a left.
Yeah. Past the next cornfield.
Right.
It might be right in the middle of some cornfields,
Probably, yeah.
They just mowed some rows down. Here it is.
All right, I'm cleaning up other stuff back
Flint
here.
Oak, Kansas, October 7th and 8th.
Yeah, that is a busy week for you.
Yeah,
that's a poke out there.
Yeah, it's 2,000 miles round trip.
It's a little bit of driving.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do it in an RV.
Oh my!
That's the way to do it.
Wow.
Filled with freaking ammo, guns, suppressors.
Awesome.
It'll be
Nice.
great.
That'll be awesome right there.
Yeah, a rolling arsenal.
Yep.
That is awesome.
Pretty much.
It's an hour from a Walmart. That's
Wow.
well, that's where Snobby's people are. So you've seen the people of Walmart.
All right.
Yep.
It's an hour outside of Wichita.
Right.
Wow. Well, it's closer to Wichita than it is Washington State.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I might be closer, but I'm not. Down here in the
while you're
peninsula.
here, what do you have new products since we talked last? Anything you want to call out?
Yeah, we did release a new suppressor since I spoke with you last. It's called the Game Changer.
Ooh.
It's for 300 blackout, and we designed it for guys that are backpacking and hunting and need something ultra lightweight that they can take for 308 or 300 blackout. Right? It's designed for like bolt action fire. Right? It's not full auto rated. It's not developed for mag dumps, but does really well. It weighs 14 ounces.
Wow.
Right, for a 308 suppressor. I mean, it's
that's
pretty
good.
solid. And also, since we spoke last, Otter Creek Labs did some really cool testing. They've been doing some destructive testing where they have a 4.75 inch machine gun, 223 machine gun, and they're mag dumping it. It's right in the middle of the page. It says OCL testing at the top.
Oh, up there. Yeah, I was looking for the one you just mentioned.
I don't even think that one's on the website yet.
The Game Changer.
It's so new. It's not even on the website.
Not even on the website.
That's such a good name too.
You heard it here first.
Love that.
Sure. Well, I mean, you're hunting game, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just a multifaceted name. It can cover everything.
Yeah. But you see there on that OCL testing, it shows the test specs and the weapon. And, you know, I noticed that he had not placed, if you go down a little bit further, it shows the results, right? Like the ones that passed with no damage, the ones that passed with some erosion. And then there are a couple that had catastrophic failures from this test.
Yeah.
Right. The Sierra 5 was one. I think that it blew in half.
Dang.
Right. And so it's pretty interesting. I noticed that they did not rate their suppressors in the very top category on here. So I realized that they were being impartial. You know what I mean? Like they were doing this testing. They were doing legitimate evaluation of how the suppressor held up. And so we sent them the TAC 5 suppressor that does great. It's great performance for such a short barrel. You know, generally on a 4.75 inch machine gun, right? Running full auto, you definitely you need a durable product, right?
Oh yeah.
And so that TAC 5 outperformed every other can he tested there. And
nice.
It was kind of interesting. The video is right above it. You know, it's just a little clip that shows, you know, what that firing.
He'll destroy his internet if he plays it. Maybe.
Probably, yeah.
I'm doing it.
It'll kill the internet.
Oh, geez. Jeff freezes up in some weird position. I know I can't stop you. I have no power in this platform.
You can only hope to contain me.
See that? So he set up like a test, you know, board to kind of protect against shrapnel if a can blew up.
Oh, wow.
That's good thinking. Because they do that once in a while.
It's pretty smart.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. You know, I was really excited to see the durability testing and to see that performed so well. So
yes. All right. Awesome. That is pretty cool. I like the lightweight ones. And I think that it's interesting watching the silencer market, how it's like brands I've seen they kind of go back and forth with multi-cal. You can put it on everything. Buy one can, and it'll do. You can use it on absolutely everything. To very specialized, and then it's like the market just keeps going back and forth and back and forth. And
well, the multi-cal we do, I think, for the tax stamp issue, just so you're
sure. Try and check out the multi-cal on there. We've got one. The model is actually called the multi-cal.
Huh.
Ooh.
And let's see.
Must be up here.
It's pretty fascinating. I mean, it's made of titanium.
Yeah, I like they do this. You got one just for hunting. You're like, yeah, it's not full auto rated, but it's for hunting.
Right. But it's developed for those guys that want that use case.
Yeah, well, it's good. I mean, it's good that there's an option for them now.
Yep. I don't see it on there. Try and go over to that second page. So our multi-cal suppressor is rated down to a 7.5-inch 223 weapon.
There we go.
There it is.
Nice.
And it comes with the 1/2x28 and the 5/8x24 bilock mounts included. And I've also got 14x1 left-hand flash hiders. I mean, I've got them in 13 millimeter, whatever you need. So pretty awesome can.
Cool.
It's fully welded. It's titanium and Inconel, and it's rated for full auto fire. And then look at that list of calibers. Right, it's rated for 96. Those are the thread pitches, the thread pitch options, and then below that, you can see there's like 96, 97 different calibers that it's rated for, up to 300 Win Mag.
Nice.
Wow,
it's pretty cool.
That's one to have.
Yeah. Pretty interesting.
All right, cool. Excuse me. Okay, let's dive into our typical schedule. I think I mean honestly, our agenda. I'm going to call it our typical agenda, where we talk about, we kind of dove into shit shooting and current events. We'll come back to some of those things in a bit. For recently published reviews, I think we may only have. I was going to say we only have one. We've got at least two though, don't we? Let me look on the other one. Our last show was the 22nd, so that'll be the cedar mill, the wool.
Nice.
Yeah, and so it's just those two.
Oh,
since the last show. So
I need to step on my game
quickly. You want to talk about the one you published?
Yeah, the EVA insert from Cedar Mill. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm a fan of the Cedar Mill pistol cases, and I have probably 14 or 15 of them. But the pull and pluck foam, so that he has these inserts you can put in. Sure. They fit right in the Cedar Mill pistol case and this one will do like 40 different guns. Wow. Pre-cut, though. I mean, they're solid. I had I had the H&K in there. I had the BRG in there. The AREX would have fit in there, but there's no cuts for optics on them, so that's why the AREX isn't in there. That was my only thing. I was like, then I still have to bust out the saw or the razor knife to cut the optic out. And then when you do it, you're really close to the top hinge edge. Mm-hmm. So, but I mean, if you have pistols without optics and stuff, I held it. I dropped it 5 or 6 times. Like that thing doesn't even move. I was like, it's that hard foam. That's really good. Yeah. Cool. Because I'm not a fan of the pull and pluck. I've dropped the pull and pluck before and opened up the case, and I'm like, wow, that thing shifted pretty good.
It does move around a little, and
knocked the whole. One of them knocked the whole row off of the pull and pluck. So then my space was bigger. Then I was like, well, I don't know what to do now.
In theory, the pull and pluck's really cool because you can customize it for whatever you want. But in practice, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
it's
so much.
As good as this custom cut stuff.
Yeah, I've got another one in the works. I've got the Glock insert, and then I've got he's got the new pull and pluck. It's water and grease proof.
Oh, neat.
It's just shinier and harder to pull apart, but I put water on it and beat it right up.
It probably holds the gun a little bit more
Oh, yeah,
securely.
it
than
does.
talking about too.
Yeah, way better.
All right.
Nice.
Awesome. 4 out of 5 gears. That's pretty high praise. Good.
30.
All right. Well,
36 to 42 inches G23. I slid them off my my table. That's what I dropped them at. He asked what I dropped them at. I'm ahead of you, Jeff. I know.
I had closed the chat window, so I was like, "What the hell are they talking about?"
No, he asked what height I dropped it from, and I slide them off my table because that's when you're going to drop it. You're gonna turn and go, oh crap. So I just slide them off there. I drop them off the but yeah, like no problem.
You ever try and put an egg inside of the case and then throw it down?
No. I thought about it, but I didn't want the cleanup. I mean, I think it would crush it just closing the case. It's the foam is harder. It's not, it has the eggshell top, but that lower is it's pretty sturdy.
Gotcha.
I was going to say stiff, but I don't want to get Jeff off on a tangent.
This show goes off the rails so thoroughly, so often.
I try, but I try not to say things like that, so it doesn't do that.
Put us on the top.
I would try to maintain it for as long as possible.
You don't want to run the flag up that pole?
Dude, I don't want to do anything with a pole. That's the problem, is we can't talk about a pole without someone going off into left field with it. All right, so Caleb, our reclusive hunting editor, who shows up every now and then to do stuff, and then occasionally writes some articles. He's been working through last year and this year different apparel for hunting. I mean, you talk about taking his job as hunting editor seriously. He hunts more than anyone I know.
Yeah.
And he's out in all different types of weather, and he's been testing a lot of different insulating layers and camo layers and working out apparently. So
look at him.
Oh, he told me before he published this one himself, because I was on a trip over the weekend with my Sea Scouts.
Is that 4.5?
He's like, "Can I publish it, or you want to wait?" And he said, "I promise I'll double or triple check it. X out of 5 gears." So yeah, I'm gonna have to update it so it actually says 4.5 instead of X. Firelight wouldn't call that. I just scrolled it. Whatever. The world. Chris wouldn't just.
That's a two-hander.
Afraid to ask what that means.
Two-handed.
Oh.
You get one on each cheek.
That kind of turns me on.
I know.
Yeah. Okay.
Talk about stiff.
That's interesting. Yeah. Oh, which reminds me, since I'm talking about that kind of stuff, Mrs. Gear-Report said she was going to make a rare appearance in the comments. I am guessing, since we haven't seen anything from her, that she's just mortified and like afraid to participate. Like,
I don't blame,
probably throwing the phone across the room.
I don't blame her. Like, she's waiting for you at the bottom of the stairs. Like, how dare you?
There we go. We have
do a show like that.
Say 4.5 gears. So check this review out if you like. You may recall in our ratings system, 4.5 is a crazy high number.
It is.
This isn't Amazon reviews where everyone gets a 5. 4.5 likely the best product in its class and price point. Are you talking about what I think you're talking about?
Yes.
The messages that were coming through.
I had like ding, ding, ding. I'm like, what is going on? Who's Jeff talking to? And I was like, I started reading them. I was like, hey, I'm close. I'm checking out of this. I'm out of here. That was so funny.
So the topic here is TJ is one of the few people that has access to our private messages for the Gear Report Facebook page. And I get brands all the time. Hey, can we send you this to review? We review this. We review that. I mean, sometimes 2-3 a day. And many of them, it's in broken English. And it's like, okay, they're going to offer me some sort of Chinesium. And they want me to buy it and then, write a 5-star review. And if it's not, and then they'll compensate for purchasing it after the review's done. And I'm like, I'm not even going down that road.
Yeah.
And this guy was just wide open. He's
Yeah.
like, so you'll buy it, and then once it ships, we'll refund you. I was like, no, I'm not buying it. If you want to send it, send it. I'm not buying it. And we certainly, most of them, they want to do the refund after review is what they call it. And I'm
Right.
like, no, I'm not doing that, because then if I don't give you a 5, you're not going to pay for it, and I'm stuck with your shitty product. Like, no, it's not worth my time and effort. So this guy, he's like, okay, so if we pay you, I'm like, I'm not even sure what he was saying. I think he wanted to give me money and then I would buy
He
it.
wants you. Yeah, he wants you to because they need to show it as a purchase. That's the big thing. So they'll send you the money and then you purchase it. But
and what did he say?
And then give me a 5-star review.
Yes, if I send you the money to buy it, then I get a 5-star review. And I said, well, we do real reviews. You'll get a 5-star review if it's a 5-star product.
So
He's
funny.
like, but I just need a 5-star review. I'm like, do you not understand how this works? But apparently I'm the one who doesn't understand how it works.
You're the a-hole, Jeff.
Reviews, they just sell their reviews.
Yeah.
And we actually like do reviews.
I've got those same emails, Jeff. Same thing.
Yeah.
So funny. I like it was like ding, ding, ding. I was like, oh, Jeff's in conversation with somebody. Let's see what it's about. And I was like, I just started laughing. I was like, I'm out. I'm done. Because every once in a while, like they'll like, hey, you want to review this? I'm like, oh, I could use that. And then he's like, all right, well, you handle it from here. And then the same thing though, like, oh, you buy and we'll reimburse. I'm like,
yep.
I'm like, I don't want the product, but I will gladly review any product, but I don't want to have to buy it.
I won't.
So, most products.
I would until I've got piles of crap products that I'm like, why did I even let them send this to me? It wasn't worth the time it took to answer the message or to open the box.
Right. Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, a lot of the Amazon stuff I won't, but
they're gonna start sending you those emails, G23.
You just
yeah.
You done messed
now
up
I have someone to direct them to.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, you just won the lottery, big guy. This is awesome. All right. So let's see.
All kinds of unwanted stuff.
That was the segment that we call recently reviews. What the hell? Recently published.
Who's writing these tags for you? What's going on?
I can't read. Come on.
Jeez.
So now
leave Jeff alone for a few
upcoming reviews. I don't know what I have coming. I got a whole bunch of things to choose from. Same story I tell. Yeah. I like to keep people guessing.
Maxim.
Yeah. I got to get those done. So,
and Chuck's was only a couple months away. I'm just saying, you know.
I know. I got to get those done. So, let's see. And yeah, we'll just, you'll see. I'll tell you what. You want to know what the upcoming reviews are? Watch Gear-Report.com. You'll see them as soon as they come out.
There you go. Bam. I've got a couple coming out.
Gun Snob has given them G23's email. Good. If you could send me that email, then I will start distributing to them as well.
Chris is
because he may be correct. I think I do have it actually, but even if I don't, it's not like it's hard to get. You know, when you're as connected as I am, here's the deal. I know TJ. Everyone knows TJ. That means
apparently
by extension, I know everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There you go.
All right. Chris from 740. Welcome to the program. Okay.
You don't want to hear about my upcoming reviews? No.
Do you want to talk about them?
No.
I'm dying to hear about them.
I mean, I've got the same as last time, the DB9, the DVG1, and some more stuff from Memperlite. I got to finish up those Memperlite ones too, all the optics.
Yeah.
They'll be done.
Excellent.
I'm getting them all done all at once for you. You can filter them out as you please.
All right. Bear with me.
I don't want to.
What the heck?
We don't want to wait, dude. We're busy people. What's going on? What are you doing?
I'm trying to do something on another screen, and it went crazy on me. That was just bizarre.
Technology. It's a bitch.
Okay, there. I have created a new one that we're going to call It's a new segment. I just invented a new segment for the show. I'm going to dedicate.
We're taking off, people.
I'm going to dedicate this weekly segment. I may even do it more than once a week. Dedicated to TJ.
You'll forget. You'll forget.
I will probably. I got to get rid of that chat comment.
What segment are you talking about? I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, I clicked to show it. I timed it so I said dedicated to TJ, and I clicked it. I'm like, oh crap, that comment is still on the screen. I think I got to get rid of the comment. And now we'll see the new segment. Yes.
All right. All right, Jeff. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta get a. Let me get a new one.
Oh, you have to.
We need a new one out of the kegerator. Yep.
I'm promoting.
One day I'll put a new keg in that thing, and then I'll be good to go.
Here we go. In this week's episode of Guitarmageddon,
ooh, another headless.
I have ventured into the land of headless 7-string guitars. This ergonomic lightweight beauty is the Strandberg Boden 7. It's from Sweden.
Oh yes, I like it.
Yes. And I traded a USA Fender Stratocaster hardtail for this. And I think I came out ahead on this deal. This is really,
you came out without a head on that deal.
A neat guitar. So there you go. That was today's episode.
Just like,
and it came with a fancy case, everything. And in case I ever forget where it's from, it actually has like a little.
Does it have the flag on
it? Sewn into it. So,
yeah.
That's kind of cool. I like it a lot.
Nice. I'm glad that you like it.
Good job, Snob. That was what? Future firearms targets. I don't think so. That I looked that up after I traded for it. I looked it up. There was a used one at a national guitar shop listed for $2,000. So I'm not shooting that guitar. All right. Where's everyone at?
We're here.
Where's everyone at? TJ
this is a cool spot to be.
Floating off the coast of Florida somewhere.
Yeah. Travis,
he's
right up the road from me.
Gear-Report headquarters in Central North Carolina, and Kevin is a man of the world. Do you ever tie yourself down to one place long enough to say, "Here's where I am"?
I got a couple pieces of mail consecutively one time.
Whoa, there you go.
Same hotel, you know. I do travel quite a bit, right? I kind of stay on the road quite a bit and link up with new law enforcement agencies and dealers and just shooting quietly.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
That's very thoughtful of you. I consider that I consider you one of the more see, I'm using the word too much, considerate. You're one of the more considerate people I know, in that you like to exercise your freedoms and rights to go shooting, but you do so in a way that doesn't necessarily bother the people around you. That's very thoughtful. That's the word I'm going to go with. You're thoughtful.
There you go, thoughtful.
Oh, yeah.
I like it. That's a good word.
Yeah.
Considerate.
Travis T. did call out something. We got a couple things we need to mention. Number one, we've got a variety of different pages. We used to just have the Gear Report page. We've launched the various other pages. Most people here know about. We've got
the
Camping Gear Report.
Pages.
We've got Guitar Gear Report, the YouTube channels, not pages. And then we've got Gear Report Firearms. So that's another channel. And that is where Travis T is watching, is on the Gear Report Firearms channel.
Awesome.
We appreciate that, because that is the one that is the newest and has the least subscribers and watch hours and all that.
That's our baby.
We need help with that one. That's going to be a problem child.
That's a problem child. I know it.
YouTube makes it very difficult to grow a firearms related.
It's the first one banned from Gear Report. Like, firearms is gone.
YouTube is rough. It's rough, man. I put out some incredible videos and they get 30 views. And then the next day I post
Right.
another video and it gets 6,000 views, right, in 24 hours. And it's the weirdest thing.
And then they pull it. And you're like, what's going on?
Yep.
You're getting a strike. You're like, for what?
Kind of crazy.
For firearms. Well, shit. All my videos have firearms on them. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
You have to put that like this was at a closed range.
Yeah.
All federal laws were followed.
Under supervision, no laws were broken.
All the context stuff.
There was boo ATF.
Yeah, we're gonna keep that there for a while because
Leave
they're
it up.
bastards. Yeah.
I made that one and Jeff modified it.
I think
they're my second least favorite government organization.
Yeah.
Right after the IRS.
Oh yeah. Yeah. they're on equal footing for me, I think.
I'm opposite. IRS is my second.
Yeah.
I don't make enough money for them to worry about me.
Let's make sure we've covered all our bases here. We have reinforced that I think, show of hands if you would like to see, and you can show your hands in the comments too, or give us likes or subscribes or whatever. If you agree that the ATF shouldn't exist. Yeah. So there you go. You got to make sure
my tiny camera.
Yeah.
You got me I'm just like this is all I get. I'm portrait view now or something.
Yeah. Hey, that's how it works, man.
I stay in focus. I stay in focus in this spot. If I move around, I'm like out of focus and I'm like, that's it. I'm done. And this camera is hard to get in focus again.
Yeah. Yeah. The manual focus cameras can be a little challenging. Wow. Travis T has got partial power. Be safe down there. Don't
and we've had power the whole time.
Only do half. All right. So it's good that of all the people I know in Florida, everyone has reported that they are safe and sound. And some people are not particularly thrilled with some of the damage they got. But
West Coast got hammered. I hope Adam and them are right. Adam just he just moved into a new house. I hope everything went well over there.
Yeah.
I hope he hunkered down.
I hope he has a shooting range in his backyard at that new house.
I don't think so.
But
it would be nice. It would be nice if it would.
But that would be a prerequisite for me in buying a house.
Oh yeah, like if I ever buy a house, it's going to be out west somewhere, middleware, where I have I've got 4,000 yards that way. Perfect.
Sure.
Nice. Yep. Let me know when you move. And actually, what I really meant to say was just make sure my room's big enough for me.
I know. I will.
I am kind of demanding.
I know. You need enough room for a blow-up mattress.
Blow up something, definitely. Yep. Yeah. So let's see. What else do we need to talk about? Yeah. I
went to a shooting event.
Oh, oh my goodness. Yes.
I did.
Oh, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
We're going to talk about it.
That's your cue to talk about that.
That's my cue. Oh, yeah, you did specify. So I went to the Frog Bones, had a long range shoot with Christensen Arms, Primary Arms, and Silencer Co. And they put together, they had four rifles, and they had 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, out to 1,000 yards. So you bought, they had tickets you buy, and you got 40 rounds of ammo from Norma. They did the ammo. So you got 40 rounds of Norma ammo. You got 2 hours to shoot out to 1,000. They had a spotter on 2 of them. 2 of them, they didn't have spotters. And you got to shoot out to 1,000 yards. And it was, of course, the hurricane was rolling in, so it was a little sporty out. Like 1, 2, 3. 3 was fine. 4, you started to have to hold them left, and then once you got out to 5 or 6, I was like, I can't even tell where I'm hitting. I can't, without a spotter, it was I'll just shoot.
They didn't have a camera system or something on the targets.
No, they had spotters, actually, people spotting, and they're like, oh.
Gotcha.
Like high left, and they go, okay, come down a mill, okay, and then boom, you hit, and I'd hear them up on the truck, 1,000, you hit, and I'm like I can't even, I can see it out there, but I don't know where the hell it's going.
Yeah.
So I shot out there, but then the Christians in Arms, they were having some issues with the extractors. So
Yeah.
I had to fire and then pull the casing out, and then
Yeah.
I'd fire around, pull the casing out, and then the one of the other rifles was doing the same thing. So
Was this the first time Frogbones has done a distance shooting event like that?
as far as I know, I mean, they've been around. This is the first one I've heard about. I mean, so it was neat. I mean, it was they did a really good job. They really did a really good job setting it up.
Where was that at?
I know you committed to stay positive because you like all the people involved. But when you were telling me about it earlier, and I was thinking, wait a second, this wasn't a media event. This is something you had to pay for. And it sounded like a bit of a shit show at times.
Well,
with
it's
equipment failures.
So they have I mean the equipment fails were so they gave 40 rounds to everybody. Well, the problem is they did everybody in 2 hour 2 hour increments. So we had there was 6 of us or 8 of us for 2 hours. So there's plenty of time. They had food there. They had reps for each of the the primary arms guys there, the normal guys are there, the silencer go guys are there, so you could chat with them. And then they drive you out it was just in a cow field. It was at the Nail Ranch down here in Florida. And it was just a cow field that they cleared out and put a bunch of targets in the cow patty.
Yeah.
But the guys they were up there determined to hit that 1,000 yards, and they were just taking their sweet time. And I was like, listen, I would like to shoot some, but so I just got on one of the little rifle that was, without spotter and just started cracking off rounds. I was like,
yeah.
Do that. That was the only, they were just like, you'd hear high left, and then he'd rack it, and then, little lower, and then, that's a hit, and then I was like, all right, sweet, he's going to be done. Nope, oh no, he's gonna keep sending them down there and try to hit that 1,000 yards every time, and I'm like, all right, I like this. I like a spotter,
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Travis is not a fan. And I've been in Frogbones. I haven't shot there. Looked like a really nice facility. The people were nice to me.
It is a super nice facility. It's just it's crowded a lot. I mean, it's busy.
Sounds like they had some learnings from this event that if they do it again, they need to fix a few things. Like if they're going to have people paying to do this stuff, they got to make sure you can actually do it.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it was, like I said, I had fun. We got the chit chat. I got to shoot I shot a bunch of ammo.
Yeah.
Out of the Christensen rifles, which they're really nice.
Yeah.
When they work.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we'll have to talk to them at SHOT or something and see, since you had a bad experience with, a series of rifles they had that didn't really perform with a fairly low round count. Maybe they need to get one in your hands for some more extensive testing. See if they can redeem themselves.
Right. Yeah, she the Christian rep was there, and she took the bolt out and was like, "Oh, there's a little bit of brass stuck in it," and worked on it. I was like, "Sweet, it's gonna work." No, still there.
Work.
Pull it out. Like, okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Food was good.
Frogbones has a restaurant inside of it. Is that right?
Oh yeah, right next door. Yeah, double tap grill.
That's awesome.
The food is excellent. Yeah.
Is that one you call on, Kevin?
Not yet.
You'll get down there.
You should. They have a little. They have their suppressor selections. It's not great, but they have several down there. So, but
nice.
Yeah, I would chat with them. They do a lot of business. They sell a lot of guns out of there. They're one of the top SIG salesmen or sales places around. So a lot of SIG stuff. They have a whole SIG. The whole back of the store is just SIG gear, SIG 320 plate pieces, and then they have a whole wall of just SIG, all their guns and everything. And then the rest of the store is everything else.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. So Kevin, are you doing anything special at the Iraq Veteran event? You said you've got a full arsenal you're taking with you.
Yeah,
are you setting up a booth and
we've got a full booth there.
And...
We'll have a full booth there.
Nice.
You have any special challenges or events or anything that you're doing while you're there?
Not really, just kind of familiarization with the product and shooting and, put some rounds down. I'm really excited because I know that these guys are going to do this really big for the 10th anniversary, the 10th year. This will be my second time there, and I'm stoked. I'm taking the RV for it. So
Yeah.
we'll have a rolling mobile office, you know what I mean? Everything.
Yeah. How many people are going with you?
One other GSL employee flew down tonight, and we're going to drive up there tomorrow.
Gotcha. Cool. I may need to crawl up under your bumper and crash if it's raining or something. If I make it there, it's not. I gotta say, I don't think it's incredibly likely, but there is the off chance that I get up early and try to get there as they're firing things up on Saturday. Maybe spend the night, go home Sunday. Not bring a big tent or any of that.
I got a guest bed.
Awesome.
There you go.
Good to hear. Yeah.
You better go, because I don't know if Kevin's up for that.
Yeah. Jeff doesn't show up. Do I get to give? What? I don't even know what that means.
He was going to give you a hug and kiss when he saw you, but since you're not going to be there, he wants to give it to Kevin.
Listen, I have never had anything to do with this plan for distribution of hugs and or kisses, so I really don't care what you do with them. That's between you and whoever you're assaulting.
Just like I didn't sign up for that in the first place.
Officer, I have nothing to do with any of this.
Between you and the prosecutor.
Play that back after the event.
Yes, leave the phone running. Leave it recording.
Yep.
It's between you and the prosecutor.
Yeah, really. Yeah, I got nothing to do with that. Yeah. Let's see. What else do we need to cover on the program? You already mentioned it. You called out Maxim. So yes, thank you so much to Maxim Defense for what they do to support our program. And I got to be honest, I think it's kind of neat.
We need all the help we can get.
Up like that. Yeah, really. I need so much help. But think about it. We talk to all sorts of gun brands. We talk to their competitors. They literally underwrite the production of the show where we interview their competitors sometimes. And they were like, yeah, whatever. Like, they didn't put any stipulations. They underwrote the show, said, y'all keep doing what you're doing. Do whatever you want to do. We just want to support you. And I was like, man, they must have confused us for someone else. But thank you. Yeah. It was really, really, really awesome. Love working with brands like that.
Yeah.
Pretty solid. You know who I've been missing? Clover Tag.
Yeah. Have you seen the shirts that I see a shirt design being passed around that people are threatening to wear to SHOT Show that has Clover Tag? It's got his big clover with the circle and the slash as if like Ghostbusters, like no clover. Yeah.
Why is that? What's going on?
I think they're just harassing him, to be honest. I don't remember what started it. There was something that caused them to start that plan.
Was it a height restriction?
It could be. I don't know. Ghost Tactical is the one that
Ghost wouldn't be able to get in either.
Yeah. And I think he's just doing it to be obnoxious, but there was something behind it. I just don't remember what it was.
Yeah. There's always something behind it.
All right. I'm going to answer this question. I honestly try to ignore about 2/3 of what G23 posts, but I gotta, if I don't get those emails you promised, you'd agree to send me ammo for free. I do not. Just, I want to be clear. No, I do not.
Full disclosure.
No. And with most people, I say, yeah, I got free ammo for you. Just come get it. But I'm not telling you where I live, brother.
No, he doesn't, G.
Sorry about that. I haven't even told TJ where I live.
I know.
And I have a room in his house. So.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. That's how I am.
I'm going to have to drive up there and get some free ammo.
You should. I'm laughing, but I do have ammo.
Just bring your tools.
Who else is going to be? Who else that's watching right now is going to be at that IV88 range day? Gun Snob said he's going to be there.
Yeah, so Snob's going to be there, which probably means that Sarge from P4 and Obnoxious One, those are. I'm just going to say it. I don't know which ones are the sidekicks, but somewhere between that three, one of them is like the main supervillain, and the other two are sidekicks.
I have to go by height, so Snob is the main supervillain.
Or do they have like a main supervillain and then a regular villain, not super, but just a villain, and then a sidekick?
Tough call.
I don't know. It could be all three are sidekicks for all I know.
There you go.
Yeah. But regardless, they should be there. Ruben from Damage Control Customs and Gear Report should be there with a Humvee.
His Humvee will be up there.
And nice. Bill's not going to make it this time. Bill was going to be there. Bill was going to be there with his Humvee as well. Like last year, we had the two Humvees parked at the entrance to the range. Those were both ours. And one of them will be there. Bill actually lives pretty close, but he had relatives from Florida that were displaced by the hurricane and are now at his house. So he said, yeah, I'm not going to make it.
Yeah. That storm messed up a bunch of us.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Sarge's main villain. Okay. And where was the other one? They came in. So, there it was. That's what I was looking for.
I don't even like those guys.
Yeah. Trying to get it to pop up. It's my internet must be lagging because it's taking a while to show here on my end.
Ruben will do it, Snob. No problem.
Ruben will do what?
Hit the next chat.
Run over my gun with a Humvee again this year. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Rube will do it for you.
Yep.
All you have to do is put it in front of him.
Don't throw that piece of crap anywhere.
I'll tell you, if you really want to be sure that he runs your gun over, you probably need to still be holding it so you can position it properly while he runs it over. Maybe leave it in the holster, and then you'll be able to position your body just right to be sure that the gun is actually run over.
Your shoulder holster.
In there. I was thinking appendix carry actually, but however he wants, that's up to him. I'm not about to dictate to someone else how to holster their gun.
There you go.
While being run over by a Humvee. But yeah, if I do make it down there, it is incredibly unlikely that I will drive my Humvee because that's just a little too far with diesel prices the way they are.
But the pre-I?
The pre-I.
Drop the gas.
Oh yeah, I'm going to roll in and everyone will be like, oh my God, that's an old ass Prius. That's amazing. Who is that? He must be a drug dealer. He's just flaunting money now. That's what it'll be. Yep.
That's what it is. Look at this baller coming up in here like that, all up in the Prius. You've seen some rims on that thing and you'd be styling. Tint the windows, put some rims on it.
You realize that the rims that are on it are optimized for aerodynamics for mile per gallon, right?
I know. Yes, I know.
Yep. Listen. Yeah. I tried to get the Live Free Armory guys to thread it for me, but Ethan was trying to cut it in half. I'd cut a loss by that. I don't know.
The Altor.
Oh, yeah. I could see why someone would be motivated to do that.
Yeah.
Cut it down the middle. Here. All right. Well, we're talking about Live Free Armory stuff. The Gun Snob created a group. I don't remember exactly what it's called. Something about go search Facebook for Live Free Armory.
Live Free Armory owners or something like that.
Something like that. And if you are approved by the brain trust that is managing that group, then they will allow you in to talk about Live Free Armory stuff. So it seems like a pretty cool group so far.
Prison carry. That's what the Altor is made for. They should, if they marketed it like that, they would have sold 100 times more.
You'd have to make the barrel bigger.
Yeah, so it doesn't fall out right now.
Yeah. Bright yellow Fiat.
Yeah, we get my stepmom's bright yellow Fiat, the old Fiat 500.
Really? You've got to fix it again, Tony.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so if I was headed up there, I would drive that thing.
Yeah.
So that would make the Prius look like the Mercedes.
Yeah. You've seen my Prius. Well, okay, so
bright,
another
like,
story.
Bright canary yellow Fiat, 2-door, to where I sit in there. I have to lean the seat back so my head doesn't hit the ceiling. Like I could open the sunroof and then my head would stick up like right here, and I'd be comfortable.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, he must be muted.
6'2" in a compact. Luckily, the seats go back.
Yeah.
The stereo system's not bad. As long as I had cigars, I'd be happy. I would do it. But
all right.
Whoa.
What else do we want to talk about before we wrap things up?
Oh, wow.
No, I'm not going to do a little ukulele concert because I just don't feel like it. I thought about it, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Oh, we're so upset.
I know. I was looking for. I don't have. I was going to show a knife that showed up for review, but it's not within range. I don't have any floor guns today.
No floor guns today. No floor nods. No floor knives. No nothing.
What if somebody breaks in right now? What weapon are you going to grab?
Bro, I am a weapon. I am a weapon.
He's like, all I have to do is stand up. I'm not wearing pants. They would run.
They'll run away.
I'm probably wearing pants. See? No, we're not going there. We're not going there.
Like every time he gets up and moves, and I was like, oh, all right, there we go. Now we all know he's wearing pants. Thank God.
Listen, it pays to advertise. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll show this because I know TJ. Oh, hold on. I know TJ loves this stuff.
No idea
so, all right, I got to get my
something guitar-y. But it's
Guitar-y.
guitar oriented.
There we go. That's what I was looking for. We're going to go back to Guitar-mageddon. This, I'll tell you why this is interesting.
Tell me why.
I wonder if it's written on here. Oh,
I want to know.
It's so small, you can probably not read it. Up by my finger here, it says for electric bass. So I am going to go out on a limb. I think probably tomorrow after work, I'm going to go buy a big ass bass guitar.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Start working on some Primus up in there.
Oh, that could be interesting. That would work well with the 7-string guitar. A lot of people use those for death metal and gent. Is that what they call it? DJENT, the real heavy. Yep.
I don't know. You lost me on that. Yep. I listen to ska. I'm a happy guy.
Yep. Oh, speaking of music, did either of you guys catch the they had a tribute to Taylor Hawkins concert in Wimbledon 3-4 weeks ago? Oh, it was the English version. Now they did one in LA, and it was like the biggest all-star, people, different musicians with different bands playing with each other. It was amazing.
I missed it.
Did either of you see any of that?
I don't spend much time watching the Wimbledon.
Well, no, it just happened to be at that place. It was so Taylor Hawkins was a drummer for the Foo Fighters, and he passed away, and they've done these 2 big all-star tribute concerts. And I got to tell you, and y'all probably make fun of me about this, but my new favorite singer
I'm sure we will.
in the world right now. Do you want to guess? Tay's awesome. I got to be honest. She sings about silly stuff, but she's got an awesome voice. But the one that blew me away, that I thought she was just kind of annoying, but she sang a couple songs, and I was like, oh my goodness, she got some pipes. Pink.
Oh, yeah.
Never thought I would be like a Pink fan, but she's one of my favorite singers now.
He's got some pipes.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got some pipes.
Yeah. Oh no, Coolio passed away.
Yeah, I know. My teenage years or my college years are shriveling away here.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
I'm going to get rid of the Guitar Mageddon.
Thank
And
God.
Kevin, what else would you like to talk about before we shut things down? I feel like you've been largely neglected sitting there, forced to listen to us ramble.
Sitting in my corner crying.
Man, nobody puts Kevin in the corner. Come on.
It's been exciting stuff. You know, I mean, the suppressor industry is just incredible, right? It's been growing. There's a lot of people getting into it since the passing of the e-forms, the ATF e-forms and e-file process, right? We've seen more suppressors sold.
I knew it would pick up after that.
Yeah. We sold more in February, March, April, May than we did all of 2021. So that's awesome.
Yeah, when people get their stuff in 30 to 60 days.
Mm-hmm. That's what they said was the target.
But we both know what really happened here. Right? I mean, that you can claim that it has to do with e-file and forms being turned around more quickly. But if they didn't have the world's greatest suppressor salesman out there pimping the product, then someone else would have got
there you go. See?
It would have been another brand.
I'll let you know.
Because you can have the best product in the world.
As soon as I find him.
If people don't know about it, you know, they can't buy it. So.
Right.
All right. I am going to tease what we have coming next week. See, all these suckers who checked out on the program when we started talking about wrapping it up, they missed. I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to enlarge this. Oh, see, now we got reflection on his glasses.
Yeah, why don't you pick a better picture?
Dude, I only took a couple screenshots. Now, eyes closed. Okay, that looks a little uncomfortable. But what you may or may not see here in this is William Kirk from Washington Gun Law. We had a Zoom call this afternoon to talk about doing some collaborative stuff to help get the word out about the awesome education that he is providing folks free through his YouTube channel. We've got so many really influential court cases and challenges and things that are going on right now. And he's really doing a lot of work to get information out to help people protect themselves so they don't inadvertently do something that's illegal and is a foul of the law. And, you know, as ATF keeps moving the goalpost and changing how they interpret rules, he's trying to help people with some guidance on how to avoid finding themselves in trouble. So I love what he's doing on his channel. And I've invited him to come be a part of the Gear Report family on our weekly show. And I think we're going to try it next week and see how it goes. And I'm pretty easy to get along with this kind of thing. I'm like, hey, let's try it. And if it works and everyone's benefiting, then we can keep doing it. And if it's not, then we don't have to keep doing it. So he's going to try it next week and we'll see how that goes. And he may come back like once a month and give us the update on what kind of legal stuff is going on.
Yeah, it would definitely be helpful. I mean, especially all the crap we got going on. You know, just hey, here you go, guys. This is what we're looking at.
Yeah.
Because I watch this stuff all the time too.
I like his because he positions it in a way. He seems to be very thorough. Like, I'm not an attorney, so I can't listen to the different attorneys and say that one was correct, this one misrepresented that. I don't know if technically if things are accurate or not from one or the other. They all seem to be pretty good in terms of, you don't hear one present it one way and then another one present it completely opposite. They all seem to say about the same thing. He does it in a way that I think is easy to digest and very helpful. And, commoners like me who don't have a law degree can actually make sense of it.
That's why I like him. I'm like, I know what he said.
And he speaks at a pace that I can understand because I love the way that the armed scholar, what's his name? You know who I'm talking about? The one that looks like the happy little kid, but he's like 250 pounds. Great guy. Met him at SHOT Show. Awesome dude. He gets in his where he gets rolling, and he speaks so quickly that he doesn't enunciate well, and the words kind of blend together, and I can't understand some of them. But he seems to do really good legal research and presentation. William does that same level of research and presentation, but then actually speaks in a way that I can understand the words. So yeah, I've found he's my favorite. So we invited him to come be a part of the show. So that's going to start next week.
That'd be awesome. I'll have to tone down my beverage consumption.
He may only be in for a few minutes.
Okay, perfect. Because I was like, I'm not going to do that. Just so you know, I would.
Yeah.
Like, why is TJ's screen blank all of a sudden? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I think that I'm being told to put you in the corner. I'm not sure.
No.
What'd you do this time?
Me?
Yeah. Well,
that wasn't me. We're talking about Kevin. I said nobody puts Kevin in the corner.
That could have been what it was.
Yeah. But Jeff put him in the corner, so.
There, I'll fix it. Jeez.
There, thank you. That's better.
There you go. That's better.
He's the spotlight of the show, see?
My bad.
Yeah.
Well, now plus the Gear Report gear is now above Jeff. And that's better.
And I've got it as my background, see?
Wait a second.
We are branding out here.
What? Okay, there it is. Now it looks like GSL Technology Suppressors endorses Gear Report.
Right. Because it's
I'd like to say for the record,
connection, apparently.
they probably would if we ever talked about it. Like, I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, we're very endorsable, but I just want to clarify that we've never actually had that discussion.
I
assume we would probably endorse them too, but we've never talked about it. So,
is this the light side or the dark side of Jeff talking?
What?
You have the light side and the dark side.
The Harvey Dent.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So we've got the hey, what's up? And the you bastard. I will kill you. Hey. I
believe it. I could see it going that way.
Yep.
Nice.
All right. Fingers crossed that I actually get enough done that I'm able to go down there. I'm not optimistic.
I think you can make it.
Be honest. I'll be honest. I'm not optimistic. I've also, since I didn't think that it was going to be like worth going, I thought it was going to be under, a hurricane passing right overhead during the event. So I was like, forget it. I'm not going. And I was trying to get one of my kids she's trying to get recruited on some college swim teams. And it's like, hey, let's go tour some schools this weekend. And yeah, but she didn't actually schedule anything. So we shall see. Anyhow, all right, last call. If anyone has any comments.
I think right now everybody's checked out. They're like, we've had enough of this crap. We're out of here.
Bastards.
I know. Do you blame them?
I mean, it makes sense. I checked out 45 minutes.
I know. You were going a while ago. I saw when it happened.
Yep. Yeah.
As soon as he had to quit talking about guitar stuff, he's out.
Well, good seeing you, Jeff. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Thanks for coming. We appreciate it. Anytime you want to pop in, just show up, I guess.
Yeah.
We're easy to get along with, If I do make it down there, then I'll be sure to limit our contact to maybe like a high five or a handshake or something. Snob,
no
what happens with him, that's between you and him.
Keep a knife on you.
You should, like a big one.
Yeah.
Or multiple small ones. That's probably,
He's looking around now like, damn it, I better pack a knife.
I'll bring a knife. I'll bring a knife.
Multiple knives. If you have throwing knives, that's good. You maybe keep him at a distance.
Keep him at a distance so they can't. Once he starts coming at you, he's not going to stop.
Yeah. Yep. All right. I'm going to wish you luck with that. TJ, thanks for being here. Kevin, thanks for being here. Thank you to all of the people in the audience who sacrificed an hour and 20 minutes of their life. You're never getting that back. So I
Ever.
apologize. It was your choice. You chose to be here.
I know.
We do appreciate you, though. That was awesome. Anyone who's going to the Iraq Veteran event, we'll try to hook up if I make it. And if not, then SHOT Show, baby. Until next week, we'll see you at the range.